Yo, welcome to TolHouse. Will Lucas here. Thank you for subscribing and liking the channel. I'm going to ask you again at the end of this video to like and subscribe because I want to make sure you get the stuff I'm trying to give out. I'm really here to show you and inspire you and hopefully that we can build together. So this channel is all about showing you what's happening on the other side of my life. So again, a lot of you guys probably know me from Afrotech, Black Tech, Green Money. It's all good. Afrotech, Black Tech, Green Money. But this channel, my specific personal channel, is really about showing you this side of my life, which is the businesses that I run, the real estate that I have, the leadership positions I get to sit in and act. So I want to give you a tour of TolHouse for this second video on the relaunch of this channel. So TolHouse is my private social club based here in Toledo, Ohio. It's a 25,000 square foot club, numerous bars, lounges, full service kitchen, cigar lounge, jazz and blues club, co-working space, and much more. And we are located right in the Vistula district of Toledo, Ohio, which is the first neighborhood in Toledo. So I'm gonna give you a tour of the building. And so we're in the entryway of TolHouse, and I've prioritized art. And not just black art, but a lot of black art is in this building. So you won't see a lot of commercial art, you will see a lot of art by local artists and artists from all over the country. So I'm going to show you some of the things that we have installed here currently that you won't see anywhere else. But this first piece, this whole room looked like, I don't know if you can tell, but this gold wallpaper, this whole room looked like that when we first got the building. And I had an artist who's my favorite artist locally. His name is Yusuf Latif. And he was the first person I called to come and do something with this room. And so he said, you can do whatever you want on these walls, but leave this wall, because he's an editor style artist. And he said he's going to do his thing on that. So he, did the painting and all the graffiti type of marking on this wall, and then he stripped away the pieces that he didn't want. So this piece is called Sankofa, and it really means, as he told me, it's like community, networking, building relationships, and deal making. So if you look at that piece, that's what it's about. If you were to come and book a private dinner, you can have this for a private dinner, or you just hang out on any night of the week, except Monday nights, because we're not open on Monday nights. That is now our wine bar. It used to be our main bar, but we have a new main bar now. So that is now our wine bar at Bar 1. And then I'm gonna take you now. Actually, there's another piece there by Merce Culp, who's another local artist. And we have like a no photography thing in TolHouse. And so it's not necessarily that we didn't want people taking photos, but we didn't want other people to be in your photos because this is a member space. And so we wanted our members to, just have a private place that they can just be. And so that mural, I asked Merce to give me something that people would want to take a selfie in front of, but that they probably wouldn't take a selfie in front of because, this is a member space. But a whole lot of other art here. And so our art is actually managed by River House Arts Gallery. Terry Burton did this piece. It's a 45-foot long mural. This is the Vibrant Lounge. And this, across the bottom of that mural, it tells the story of Toledo's progression from industry to rail to business and technology, and then who knows what's next. And this is now our main bar. And so you take a look at this bar, we actually just finished this maybe 2 months ago because this was just all lounge space, but we needed more bar space, and the bar up there wasn't conducive to having like large gatherings. And so we had to build a new bar, and that one just got done. Managed by River House Arts Gallery, but this is Sophie's Library, named after my oldest daughter. And just a little bit more quieter space, chill space for meetings, conversations. But yeah, this is another lounge, more lodgy feel in here. So this coffee house is open to the public. This is not in a member space. And so this is called Earth, and it is, right now we just past a holiday, so you'll see a Christmas tree. But we are 150 plus plants in Earth Coffee House. Again, this is open to the public every day of the week except Sunday. But all natural light in here. Yeah, it's a vibe. Lucille's is also open to the public. We do jazz and blues in here, and that's really it. We tried a couple different genres that are complementary to jazz and blues. Like we did something that's a little bit more country-ish, a little more folkish. They seem to work well for our market, but this is intended to be a jazz and blues club. Like that piano even, the last club that was in the city that was a jazz club to close, which was Murphy's Jazz Lounge, Murphy's Place. I think they closed back in like 2011. That's the piano from Murphy's. And so I've been able to acquire that piano. And actually the club that I used to go to, which was Rusty's Jazz Lounge, that closed in like 2008. And I have that piano also, it's in the back. So I have both pianos from Toledo's most recent jazz clubs that closed more than a decade ago. But this is Lucille's Jazz Lounge. Gilted is another private lounge. Oh, there's somebody recording right now. You can take a peek. You can take a peek just through the window. Oh, just saw you. We shooting a YouTube video, so you in it now. Yeah, but Sonya's a member and she's using the space as she should to shoot her own content. But this is Gilded.
I feel like I'm right in character, giving like Goodfellas vibes.
100%. Yeah, you coordinate.
Yes.
You coordinate. I love it. What's up, Rod? How you doing, man? Good to see you. So we have a co-working space here, Panda Co-working. There may be somebody in here, so we may not be able to go in the room. And there is somebody in there, but we can at least walk you past the video. So there's a big wardroom there, and then there's a podcast studio here, and these are occupied, so I can't show you those. There is more member spaces. We're walking through a co-working space now, so I'll be a little bit more quiet, so I'm gonna whisper. But this is our co-working space, Panda. So you'll see members at some of the open desks, and then there's more boardrooms and work lounges, conference rooms in here. So Echelon is, I don't think anybody's in there because the light's not on. So Echelon, yeah, so I can show you Echelon. Echelon is a work lounge, turntable, some of my vinyl on the shelves here, but this is a work lounge. So if you're taking a meeting, you just don't want to sit at a conference table, Echelon is where you want to be. Champlain is here. I think the seat's 9 in here. And what's cool about this one is this table is built out of the stairs of one of my other buildings. So I have 2 more buildings down the street, like 2 blocks away. And we demoed the stairs of one of the buildings, and we built that table out of that. So that's Champlain. Lockport is another room that members can get. It's another conference room. And these rooms are in high demand. So like Brooklyn, which is across the hall, I wish I could show you, but I can't show you that one because it's in use right now. But then you also see a lot of phone booths. So spaces where members can just come in and just get a phone booth and take the calls. So this is the parlor. We open this typically on Thursday nights and when there's like big games on. So it's more of like a sports bar type of feel in here. We don't call it a sports bar, we call it the parlor. But yeah, all of our really high-end bourbons back here also. A lot of bourbon drinkers at TolHouse. So what's cool about TolHouse, and we may even show you this if you remember back, if you scroll back, in Panda, there's like a wall, but it's not like drywalled. Is because when I first bought this building, if you look at the building from the front, you really can't tell how big the building is. And every time we would walk people back to the back of like where Earth starts, they would be like astonished at how big it was. And so we were like, it'd be a shame to like put walls up and make it feel smaller. So what we did was we just put studs up and then we decorated the studs. So you get the function of a wall to separate space, but you didn't make it compartmentalized. And so my contractors did a lot of art on these open stud walls. And then we're gonna talk about the arch of finish, but I wanna show you a couple more things. So you're on the way to the men's bathroom, if you come to TolHouse, you got it right on the walls. So back here is our cigar lounge, but it's only open to members. So that's why we make it, look, don't come back here. So this is backstage. It's pretty much a mess right now, but if you go back to Lucille's, this is backstage for Lucille's, and there's a green room back there for the artists also. But this is Muse, which is our cigar lounge. I have the most fun in this room. And so I'm a cigar guy, and a lot of my friends are cigar guys, so we hang out in this room every week, you know, at least 1 or 2 days a week. We're back here, just all the life's troubles disappear when you're in this room. So this is Muse. So one of our members is a humongous up-and-coming art collector. So there's a couple pieces on this wall that Mark Bevington, who's a member here, gave us for a time to display. So again, River House Arts Gallery manages our art, but currently we have a showing from Mark Bevington's personal collection that are on these walls. And these pieces are real pieces. And so if you look up some of these artists, you'll see like this is not a game on the TolHouse walls right now. So that's a Charlie Alston right there. But there's one piece I want to show you for real, because it's probably one of my favorite pieces on this wall, and it's by a black artist. It's this piece right here. So this is a Qualisha Wood, who actually just did a show at Basel like a couple weeks ago. And so all the art, specifically down this corridor and some of it in Panda, is owned by Mark Bevington, but it's all like, this is all up and coming artists who he found interesting, and these pieces that he made investments in, and they're all artists that are on the rise. And so that's TolHouse. That's it for this video. There's more to come. Hopefully you saw something that piqued your interest. So if you're around, holla at me. You know, I'd love to have you by for some coffee or bourbon or cigar. I didn't prepare this, but my producer wanted me to show you. This is my office, which is still under construction right now because we took some walls out. So if you look at the ceiling, you'll see where the walls were, and we just took those out. And so this office is still in a bit of flux. And so if you follow me on Instagram, you already know my office is constantly a work in progress. But you'll see like that whole backdrop there is where I do a lot of Black Tech Green Money. So if you watch the podcast on YouTube, you'll see that backdrop there. I'm building another backdrop on this side so I can shoot more videos there. And my security cameras to the right of that. And then I guess this only other wall is interesting, and that's just most of the stuff that I've gotten like accomplishment wise, which is really cool. So yeah, it's TolHouse.